Hey there folks, Baltasaro back again with some more Pokemon Silver. In the last episode, we made it over here to Burnt Tower in Ecruteak City, and after handing our sorry sad sack of a rival his ass, we decided to call it a day. Now, before we move on here, there are a couple of things I'd like to highlight. The first being off-screen, I ran back to Goldenrod City and gave these little bastards nicknames. I'll do a quick run through. Vulpix is now Kyubi, thanks to Chaos Jester 083. Kenya is still Kenya, thanks to the game designers. Flaffy is now Volt Sheep, thanks to HGANS 72597. And Bayleaf is now Jerry, thanks to the worst assassin ever. I'd like to extend a personal thank you to everyone that submitted a nickname. Of course, if you didn't see your choice up here, you still have 2 more chances. I still have 2 more Pokemon that need nicknames, so be sure to take that opportunity when it arises. Now, before we can actually get to the end of this dungeon here, there's one item, particularly a TM, that we're going to need. So I'm going to actually see you back where we bumped into Sudowoodo on Route 36. Alrighty, now you may remember in the last episode, this is actually where we showed down with Sudowoodo. Now, if we would have gone to the east here and talked to this guy... Did you clear that wretched tree? I'm impressed. I want you to have this. And we get TM08, which will actually be very handy in the rest of the Burn Tower. That happens to be Rock Smash. You can shatter rocks with just a single well-aimed smack. If any rocks are in your way, just smash them up. Alrighty, and we actually will be teaching this to one of our Pokemon. Which one, do you ask? Oh, well, I'm very glad that you asked me that, because... I can tell you, we're actually going to be teaching it to Rock Smash 2. I decided to keep Togepi around. I changed some things around. I attached the male to the pincer that we actually caught in the bug catching contest. And then I ran back to Goldenrod City just now and named it Rock Smash 2. Because, I mean, come on, just that little tiny, little star-like thing smashing a rock, that's hilarious. It's hilarious, believe me. Okay, now, Route 31 is actually east of Violet City here, so I feel like we can finish up our little side quest delivering this mail while we're at it. So, let's just run back over here, and if we hop over this ledge and talk to this guy by the berry tree...
Huh? What's that? You have mail for me?
Yeah, so we have to hand over the entire Pokemon. Ryan handed over the Pokemon holding the mail.
Let's see. Dark Cave leads to another road. That's good to know.
Like, what do you say to that? Like, you... How long have you lived here?
Thanks for bringing this to me. My friend's a good guy, and you're a swell guy, too. I'd like to do something good in return, too. I know, I want you to have this.
And he gives us TM50, which is Nightmare. Which he's probably going to explain to us now.
TM50 is Nightmare.
What did I tell you?
It's a wicked move that steadily cuts the HP of a sleeping enemy. Oh, that's scary.
Oh, it's nighttime? Ooh, that is scary.
I don't want to have bad dreams.
I don't think anyone does. I'll see you guys back at Ecruteak. Alrighty, and we are back. So let's head on into Burn Tower now that we've made our preparations. This is actually a kind of an interesting dungeon. There are a few trainers in here, and of course Rock Smash is required to get through here. This rock looks breakable. Want to use your tiny Pokemon that's still kind of in its egg to smash it? Sure, Rock Smash 2. I don't think I'm going to get sick of that. Rock Smash 2. Rock Smash the second, let's say. That sounds a little classier. My soul is on fire. I'll show you how hot it burns. Okay, if that's not Pedo Bear Ward, I don't know what is. And with a name like Ned. This guy leads off with a Koffing. Kyubi might be still a little ill-equipped for this fight. Like I said in the last episode, especially at this low a level, Vulpix is a little bit frail, especially considering Koffing has a great special defense, and even more so when it evolves. Koffing is an excellent You son of a bitch! Oh god. Well. Oh well, let's see if we can maybe get a burn on this thing. Kyubi isn't going to be dying anytime soon due to this poison. I feel like we're gonna be okay. I don't know. Come on. Now it'll. Let's just get a burn or a critical hit or something. Oh, or we could just be hurt by poison. But yes, like I was saying, you can actually catch coughing in the basement of this place, I believe, at least in Crystal. Maybe, don't hold me to that for Gold and Silver, but I know at least in Crystal you can catch coughing in the basement of this place. But I guess we'll see if we bump into one on our way. Now, of course, now he has a growl. Where are these people getting Growlithe? That is that is not fair at all. Let's just throw out Volt Sheep here so Kyubi doesn't die. Seriously, I just really want to throw a. I just want to catch one of those damn things. Just let me throw a Pokeball and catch the other bastard's Pokemon. He's not going to miss it. Apparently there's just some magical land where, you know, a bunch of NPCs can get Pokemon I want that I can't get just because, oh, I think Silver has the best version exclusive legendary. Woo woo. Okay, now I feel like I'm being a little ridiculous. Let's just take out Fire Breather Ned so we can move on. Contrary to my popular belief, we do not have all goddamn day to make it through this dungeon. We actually have quite a bit to do here in Ecruteak City, so the more I dick around and bitch about how I can't catch one damn Pokemon when there's plenty. I mean, you can only have 6. I don't know what I'm complaining about. I think I just like, I don't know, okay, I'm just gonna leave it alone as we defeat Fire Creeper Ned. Still not hot enough. And we get some decent money. Alrighty, I just blew one of the full heals we found on Kyubi to heal the poison. And, oh, a burn heal, interesting enough. And then I just threw a super potion on because okay. Alrighty, now we just have to drop through this here hole. And unfortunately, there's an item here we can't get to because we don't have the move necessary to move. I totally forgot. I have like 30 repels. You'd think I'd start to use them. Now, oh my god. Of course, considering I'm leading off with a Pokemon at a lower level than any Pokemon I'm going to encounter in this area, you'd think I'd know that the repel wasn't going to do me much good. Now, that was unfortunately somewhat of a dead end until we can use strength. I actually got that wrong. I could have sworn that we were supposed to go the other way. But if we fight this guy...
Hey, I'm training secretly here. Don't embarrass me by looking.
Well, God, what are you doing it with your dick out? Like, what? What's embarrassing about... Another... I did not know that his name was Fire Breather Dick. That's actually pretty awesome. Oh my god. I can't even take that right now. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. We're composed. We're getting back into Baltasar. Wow, and Fury Attack. Gets 5 hits. I love it, and Kenya just gets a freaking pant load of experience. This is a good one. This is a good one. Dick.
Burned down to white ashes.
Oh, you need to get that dick checked out, Dick. Okay, I'm going to stop. And look at that. Wow, and then he turns gray. That's actually really weird. I actually did not know that happened. There is an item over here we can grab. Let's see what it is before we drop down this here hole. And it's completely useless and a waste of our time. X speed. Like every other X item, just raises the speed stat in battle. Now, once we drop down this hole, and going up here... Oh, what have we done? Well, alright. It seems we've awoken something. And I believe there's a hidden item where one of these Pokemon are One step! I'm seriously allowed 1 step. Now, I could have sworn that there was a hidden item where one of these Pokemon was standing. Oh, there we go. We get a nugget. God, I guess it was kind of in the middle. a nice touch there. Not worth anything as far as, battle usage is considered, but it is worth 5,000 Poké Dollars, so very much in handy. Now, I'm going to go heal up at the Pokemon Center really quick. Alrighty, now that we're all healed up, there is one thing I'd like to do here, and hopefully I can find it in a somewhat timely fashion. Ecruteak Dance Theater, this is actually it. If we go in here, of course, Repel's effect wears off. If we come up here, we can see all of these interesting enough women dancing. Let's see what they have to say. Do you like my dancing? I'm good at Pokemon, too. Yes, we actually have a series of fights here, and actually a very interesting series of fights, in my opinion. This is Kimono Girl Miki. We are actually going to have to be facing all 5 of these girls up here, and of course, I had to pick her first before I could switch anybody out. Now, Jolteon, she has a Jolteon, and actually the other 4 Kimono girls have the other 4 evolutions of Eevee. We're actually facing Jolteon, my favorite of all the evolutions. Unfortunately, since we've already... excuse me. Unfortunately, we already have an electric type, so I won't be able to add this gem to our team. An excellent Pokemon, especially in the earlier generations, considering... I feel like no Generation 1 team is really complete without a Jolteon. The second fastest Pokemon in the game, tied with Aerodactyl in Generation 1, and I believe Generation 2 also. I don't believe they added any Pokemon that were faster in Generation 2. Ridiculously high special stat, and fairly sturdy considering. I'm a big fan of Jolteon. If you have an Eevee, I would definitely suggest using a Thunderstone and turning it into a Jolteon. Just fantastic Pokemon. Oh, you're good at Pokemon too. Yeah, I am. And these ladies give you a crap ton of... Good evening, Ryan. This is Liz. Were you awake? Do you want to battle? I'm going to win this time. I'll be waiting for you around Route 32. Like, this is the second time you've called me. How clingy are you, Liz? I mean, come on. Like, just leave me alone. I'll call you. Oh, you're a cute trainer. Alright. Would you like to battle? Of course we would. We have 3 more to go after this girl. Of course, they only have 1 Pokemon each. This is Kimono Girl Kuni, and she has a Vaporeon. Probably out of the 5 evolutions available in Generation 2, I should say up to Generation 2, I'd put Vaporeon at a solid 3rd place out of the 5. In the bottom half, but there's a couple I like less. But not a bad water type with that in mind. Definitely not a bad water type. There are just a few evolutions that I like quite a bit. Jolteon, Espeon being another one I'm a big fan of. And Kenya, wow, growing to level 24. I should probably switch up my lead here. You're stronger than you look. And we get the same amount of money. Alrighty, now I switched Jerry to the front of the party, and how much do you want to bet? Isn't my barrette pretty? Yeah, it's like the one my mom just tried to buy for me. Ah, a Pokemon battle? I don't know if you guys watched my last episode. There was a kind of an interesting enough moment. This is Kimono Girl Zuki. Let's not even talk about it. Oh wow. Actually, I was actually dreading that right as I threw out my grass type, we were going to have to deal with the Flareon, the fire type, but 'twas not to be. We can just take down Umbreon here, and wow, that did nothing. Hopefully we can finish this fight up a little more quickly than that. There we go. Oh, of course, it's a critical hit. Umbreon, interesting enough dark type, can be very useful, especially if you know how to use it. I personally am not a huge fan. It's not in the top half of my list, and you already know who's in the middle, so yeah, my second to least favorite evolution, but simply a thing of preference. I'm not saying it's a bad Pokemon. I'm not saying any of the evolutions are bad Pokemon. I just have my preferences that kind of fit my style. As Jerry grows to level 23. I feel like I'm getting a little too technical. I need to stop being technical. Okay, you're trying to learn Synthesis. I'm not going to add Synthesis, but I will, I guess it doesn't... no. Oh, wait, well, damn it. I wanted to stop learning synthesis. I won't be adding... No. Stop learning synthesis, yes. Thank you. Okay. And we defeat Kimono Girl Zuki. I don't have any Pokemon left. No shit. No shit, Zuki. Alrighty. Considering Jerry was almost dead, I just threw Volt Sheep to the front of the party. I always dance with my Pokemon. Of course, I also train them. Don't we all like to dance a little bit? You know. Maybe not. Is that just me? Like, I'm dancing right now. We have Kimono Girl Sayo, and she sends out an Espeon. My second favorite of the evolutions, as I mentioned before. Very good balanced special attacker in my opinion. A very good psychic type. There are a couple of psychic types I like better, especially. Well, I mean, Generation 3 comes around, and then we just have Gardevoir, the best Pokemon ever. I mean, come on. But yes, Espeon is an excellent, excellent psychic type. Its moveset, at least in Generation 2, leaves a little bit to be desired, but with some TMs, you can turn Espeon into a solid special attacker. And wow, that went down a little quicker than I thought I would. Well, went down a little quicker than I thought it would, as we defeat Kimono Girl Sayo. Oh, so close! I almost had you. Yeah, you did. God, I need to stop it with the phone. Another item shopping? Come on, Mom. Like, what is this? Is this a kimono now? Come on. Like, I don't know why you think I'm just this gender-confused 10-year-old Pokemon trainer. I don't know. Don't ask me where this weird mom buying cross-dressing things. As we have Kimono Girl Nayoko. I had to think about that one for a minute. Now, Flareon, in my opinion, is the most abysmal of the evolutions. My least favorite. I feel like a lot of people would agree with that. Its stats just really don't fit its moves, and it's just all around. It's just not a very good Pokemon. All the evolutions have, if you add their base stats together, they all equal the same number. And I feel like Flareon kind of got the shaft with its combo. Just lackluster stats to begin with, and they just don't match the moves. But come on. Okay, good. We're not going to miss with something that hones in on things that are grounded. That Flareon is grounded, should not have missed, and Voltsheep grows to level 24. Very nice. And with that, we have actually defeated all the Kimono Girls. Oh, you are very something. I have a terrible problem just skipping dialogue sometimes. Now, if we defeat all of these girls and then talk to this guy, not only are the Kimono Girls great dancers, they're also skilled at Pokémon. I always challenge them, but I've never even left a scratch. The way you battled, it was like watching a dance. It was like a rare treat to see. I want you to have this. Don't worry. Take it. And we get HM03, which is actually Surf, which will be very handy with the rest of the game. That's Surf. Thank you. It's a move that lets Pokemon swim across water. But now that we have defeated the Kimono Girls and have Surf, I feel like this is as good a point as any to call it a day. But on the next episode of Pokemon Silver, we are going to take down the Ecruteak Gym. But until then, I am Baltasaro. I love you guys, and I'll be seeing you very, very soon.